Everybody, welcome back again. What we're going to take a look at today is some parts that I picked up from Blast from the Past LLC. Many people don't know about this guy, but he has a lot of CZ or I'm sorry, VZ52 parts. That's for that VZ52 rifle. Oftentimes, I know you guys may get one of those rifles from Royal Tiger Imports. I think they're currently going at the rate of like $350. Well, almost all of them do not come with an upper handguard, so that's like the hen's teeth or the unicorn that you're looking for in order to complete your VZ52. However, at least at the time of this filming, Blast from the Past out there in Kansas, he has some VZ52 upper handguards. Now that's what I picked up today, or that's what I picked up about a week ago. Just got it today. Additionally, what you're going to see in here, he also has the outer butt plates as well as the inner butt plates. I don't know how many he has. Imagine it's probably not very many. That's another common thing that's missing from those VZ52s that you get from Royal Tiger Imports. Now, some of these are different prices. You're going to pay a lot of money. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're going to pay a lot of money for that handguard. They're not cheap. And I can see why, because you just can't find them. So without further ado, oh, and by the way, I was able to pick out the one that I wanted on his website. He's got them numbered. He tells you which ones are available, which ones are not available. So you can just go out, pick out the one you want, and get it shipped to you. Oftentimes there's going to be a crack in the wood, but the metal's still there, and I do know that you can get reproduction wood, short wood pieces to go on that upper handguard. This basically depending on how much you want to refurb these. So we've got a lot of paper in here, a lot of bubble wrap. Looks like that is possibly my bill of sale. Take a quick look at that off camera. Ah, very cool. So one of the things that he included in here was this cool, I'll show a picture of this in a minute, was a cool letter telling you about the VZ52 rifle. Now, I had asked him specifically about some of those butt plate screws for that inner butt plate, because I know those are also hard to find, but he told me that he didn't have any more. What he had left was allocated for actual rifles that he was putting together. So he did send me a photocopy of the screws. So, and he also gave me some dimensions on that. I may pop that up in the screen for you guys that are interested that need screws for your inner butt plate, because there's just not a lot of information out there on these VZ52s. Now, real quick before we get into the condition of these things, so what did I pay? Okay, so for my inner butt plate, obviously used, paid like $13 for that. It's used, but it's just like any of the other surplus VZ52s that you get in. Now, the outer butt plate is brand new. The outer butt plate I paid $28 for, and then for the handguard, upper handguard, you'll see shortly, yes, they are expensive, but once again, these things are like titanium. I paid $159 for it. Now, he had very reasonable shipping. Shipping was like flat rate, like $9, which I was totally okay with. Before we get into this handguard though, let's take a look at this inner and outer butt plate. So this will complete that VZ52 project that I have that I'd gotten from Hunter's Lodge. You'll just notice there's just a lot of gunk on it, but it's not like it's anything that's going to hurt it. It's banged up just a little bit, but it still looks good. This is just gunk that's down here inside of where these screws go. You see, I just knocked the crud out. Anyway, of course inside, I don't know what's going on with that red looking grease. It's kind of weird. Anyway, I got another one that looks like this, so I'm not really concerned with it. But that's that inner butt plate. And then of course your outer butt plate. Of course this is screwed onto your stock. Then you got that keeper pin deal that kind of protrudes out the bottom there, I think, or maybe out the top. I don't remember. No, it's out the bottom. But then of course here's that inner butt plate, or the outer butt plate, and it is brand new. It looks like it's in the white. So I mean, you can blue these, You can parkerize them, you can paint them, you can do whatever you want to as far as making these look nice. But we're just going to get that out of the way real quick, and we're going to take a look at this handguard that he sent me, because I actually was able to get a handguard shipped with my VZ52 barreled action that I got from Hunter's Lodge. So I have an extra. Now why did I get an extra? Probably asking that question. Because I may get another barreled action, or I may get one of those B grade VZ52s from Royal Tiger Imports. Because one, if you want to and you're feeling fancy, you can take and do a caliber conversion with that chamber insert, make it 7.62 by 39. Additionally, if you're a tech savvy person and you pay attention, there is an individual that's out on Gunbroker that makes conversion barrels, very similar to what Blast from the Past sells with some of their 6.5 Grendel VZ52s. Now he has ones that are more of an SVT style offering. They don't look bad. I mean, they're really cool looking actually, but they're not cheap. I would imagine you really pay for that work. So there's a nice little business card he popped in for me. He also carries stuff such as CNR guns, things of that nature. But here is, I chose number 1 out of the pictures on his website. Let's just try to get, it's really covered in paint on this front end. I don't know why there's black paint there. I don't really know where that came from. But anyway, let's take a quick look at it. Obviously your wood is intact there. Looks like there might be a small hairline crack down the middle. There's a small chunk missing there, just to the rear of that clip. But overall your metal, you know, it's just got some weird paint on it. The wood looks pretty good. I mean, most of the time these things are like heavily cracked right down the center, but that doesn't appear to be the case with this one. You got some cracks at the rear, which is understandable, but like I said, you actually can get replacement pieces of wood for this. They're not cheap, but depending on how nice you want to restore one of these, if these are just going to be kind of like shooter grade, then you know, you're probably not concerned that much with it. But all in all, I'm pretty pleased with this, even though it's got some cracks in it. You know, that's understandable. It's these metal pieces that are very hard to come by. I don't see any major dents in this one. Like I said, it's just got some really thick paint. Matter of fact, there's a piece of wood that's stuck in that one. They're stuck in that paint. So I don't know why they have that, but whatever. It's a handguard. It's an extra one. But like I said, if you go out to Gunbroker, you can tell, or you can find where there is an individual that makes conversion barrels for these. He doesn't put them out there very often. It's usually 1 or 2 at a time, and they are gone like that. I want to say he does full up 7.62 by 39 barrels. You will notice this one is bent slightly inward on this side a little bit. That's not a deal killer. It's still going to fit. It's still going to work. I do know, like I said, that he does 7.62 by 39 barrels in the original link, so it looks exactly like a VZ52 slash 50. I think it's a 52 slash 57. But the cool thing is it gives you the original look, and you get it in a. You can basically do it in a caliber that is plentiful, 7.62 by 39. Of course, you have to head space it. You have to do all that good stuff. But you know, for those of you that like to do some gunsmithing work, then that might be right up your alley. And speaking with him, he did mention that he was probably going to put out some 6.5 Grendel barrels, as well as, I want to say he said 6.8 SPC2 and 300 Blackout. I'm not sure what other changes you might have to do to make that work. I would imagine 6.5 Grendel wouldn't be that big of a deal, considering the parent case head there with the 7.62 by 39, as well as the 7.62 by, I think it's 45 for the native caliber in this. But he's just got some really cool stuff. I think he had like a custom stock out there. I think occasionally he does stocks as well. But I think it's LS Wins is his username. But like I said, you won't see very much stuff out there from him very often. I think it's just kind of like a little retirement project for him, or he may have other other things that produce him more money. I don't know. So, like I said, I'm going to take this cool little thing right here. Talking about the history of this that he sent me, um, and I'll post it up in here. Hopefully Brian won't mind that I do that, but it'd be kind of cool. But big shout out to Blast from the Past LLC. Once again, guys, I paid for this with my own money. He did not sponsor this video. I'm just, throwing some love his way because, you can't find these. And when you do, you're going to pay an arm and a leg for them. Which, yeah, $159 is a lot, but you can't find them. It's pretty much as simple as that. So, as always, guys, appreciate all my subscribers, all my commenters, all my likes, or all the likes you guys do, as well as all the sharing you do. Certainly helps the algorithm, helps grow my channel, as well as grow this community. Like-minded individuals that love stuff like this. So anyway, coming up probably in the future sometime, I don't know when this is going to happen. The VZ52 project is kind of on the back burner. There's just a lot of work there to do on that one, especially with the stock. But I'll probably, when I get the time to work on that, I'll probably be doing some video, like a multi-part video series on that. But I was going to get the Browning A5 back together. However, I broke the plunger that holds the action spring in. Yeah, it's a little plastic piece. It's, suffice it to say, is I'm putting it together here and I had my video going and it shot across the living room. So, and it broke. So that part is on order from Numrich Gun Parts Corp. Also have a Bryco model 59 that one of my friends wanted me to take a look at. He had some issues with the trigger on it, so I ordered a replacement trigger for that. Of course, along the way, found out he's missing a few more parts in that pistol, so I had to get those on order. So as soon as I get those parts in, we're going to do the reassembly of that Browning Auto 5 Magnum 20 and test fire it. And we'll do, I'll probably video that, and we'll see whether or not that spring kit that I got from Midwest Gun Works actually works. And we will also do the repair on that Bryco Model 59 and get it back together. I know it's just a cheap little beater pistol, but, makes a decent truck gun. But anyway, like I said before, thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, you guys have a great day.